The internet right now is filled with confidence, but it's starving for experience. And sadly, the people with the most experience are usually the ones refusing to press record. So today I want to talk to a very specific group of people. And honestly, this might not be an episode for everybody. This might be an episode for your moms, for your uncle, your auntie, the people who have been doing the same professional art since the beginning of time. The ones who might actually be sitting on a gold mine. Hey guys, I'm Vaughn and welcome back to another episode. Stay with me, sister. So today I'm talking to people who are 40 and up, people who have 20, 25, maybe even 30 years experience doing the same thing, even though principles could roll over to people that are younger. You've been in the field long enough that when problems pop up, you already know what the issue is before they even finish explaining it. But here's the thing I've been noticing. I feel like a lot of that generation afraid of social media. Not like afraid because we know what they've been through, they're not afraid of nothing. More like they just feel like it's something that is not for them. Like it's just a bunch of young people dancing on TikTok or influencers trying to get attention. But let's challenge that thinking for a second. Because the truth is, social media might actually be the most powerful tool for that generation. This is something I realized when I started helping my mom with her social media. So for decades, she has been gathering experience in nursing and business. The amount of knowledge she has, you can't even learn that with a college degree. That's years of real situations dealing with people and understanding responsibility. But none of that knowledge existed online. So after some convincing, we started posting. Nothing crazy at first, just a little video here or there, just her explaining the things she already knew. And those videos started doing numbers, gathering millions of views across all platforms. And that's when something clicked for both of us. For her, it showed her how powerful social media really is and how powerful she could be on social media. But for me, it showed me something different. People with decades of experience low-key made the best content because they're not sugarcoating, they're not guessing. They already know the problems, the mistakes people make, and questions clients should and are afraid to ask. So when they talk, it's straight to the point. It's direct, no fluff or fat. And unlike younger generations, they have something that we don't have, and that's focus. So while social media is powerful, it's also noisy. You hear everyone else's dreams, and it's so loud that you start putting yours on the back burner. Even if you do well on social media, you could lose yourself trying to become who the internet thinks you should be. But not that generation. They are emotionally disconnected from social media. They understand that there's more to life. They're much better at shutting it off and acting like it doesn't even exist. And that's actually the superpower. The ironic part is the internet right now is filled with confidence, but is starving for experience. And a lot of experienced professionals are losing business, not because they're bad at what they do, but because they refuse to be visible. Meanwhile, someone with 2 years in a field is building an audience simply because they're willing to press record. So if you're someone who has been doing something for decades and you keep saying social media isn't really my thing, you might actually be robbing yourself. And you might be sitting on knowledge that the world actually needs. Social media is not for entertainment. I don't think it was ever made for entertainment. I think it was a smart way to create distribution and promote globalization. And it's a way for experience to reach people who may have never walked through it or otherwise. There's something that happens when experienced people start speaking online. They don't just grow the business, they actually raise the level of conversation around that subject matter. So they basically raise the standard of the whole industry. We need people to start learning from professionals again. If you've been in your field for decades and you're still sitting on the sidelines, maybe it's time to press record. Because if you've been doing something for 20 or 30 years, you're not behind, you're just silent. And the moment you press record, experience finally gets a voice. Thank you.